Yes, I was in-house social at a few different startups. The last one was Go Butler, which was a tech startup where you would text into a system and like basically have a quote unquote butler respond to you and do tasks for you. And it was really exciting because it was my first social media position where I had a budget to work with. And at the time, sponsored content was very new and you didn't have to write hashtag ad. And you could really sneak in that sponsored content. And it was before the algorithm as well. And Fuck Jerry had just, started really growing. I think he was at like 1.4 million. Now he's at like, I don't even know, 26 or 30 million or more. And so I was like, he's the one that we need to work with. And I told my boss, who was young also, and he was like, that sounds like a good idea. We negotiated a deal, and we came up with a post for Fuck Jerry that was a Go Butler promotion post. And the way that I wanted it to work and created it with Elliot from Fuck Jerry was that I made sure that it was funny enough that it didn't seem off-brand for his posts. And so we made up a fake conversation between him and his butler, essentially, where, he wrote in and he said, hey, like, I need to get a present for my ex-girlfriend. And it's like, hey, sure, like, what can I help you with? And he's like, I want to get her a trampoline. And we're like, okay, great. Like, here's a few trampoline options. And he's like, okay, cool. And I wanted to have a note with the trampoline. And we're like, great. What does the note say? And he's like, since you've been jumping from dick to dick, like, here is, a trampoline or something like that. And it was so on brand for what he's already been posting, which is so important in social media, that nobody wrote on it, this is a fucking ad, this is bullshit. And in the caption, he was like, if you need your own butler, go to Go Butler, whatever. We ended up getting 60,000 followers from that one post.
Wow.
And we had a wait list of like 12,000 people to get on Go Butler. And after that, I got reached out to all these different companies because I was listed as the social media person on LinkedIn, and they were like, hey, can you do our social media? Hey, like, can you do this? We'd love to hire you. And I was like, you know what? Let me start Lindsay's Lunchbox, which was basically the birth of that.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think that with, like, back to that Fuck Jerry post is the fact that you made it on brand is the most important thing, because there's nothing worse than when I'm scrolling through Instagram and you see something that's just so off brand. You can tell that the company, like, just supplied them with the copy and the photo and everything.
Totally.
And
it's a lose-lose for everyone involved when you do something off-brand. And, I mean, I understand why some influencers do it. Everyone needs money, but you can speak up for yourself and say, listen, this isn't on-brand. Can we make this more on-brand? And hopefully if the company's smart, they'll say yes.